Can you please stand for the procession?
Please be seated.
Good morning, graduands, colleagues, friends and family, and may I welcome you on behalf of the university to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees. Today is a very special occasion for those who are graduating, and indeed for those who have taught you, because they have nurtured you and supported you throughout your time here. And now attaining your degree from the University of Buckingham is a real achievement and something of which you will always be proud. You have enjoyed, as I think you may know, the benefits of a very high standard of teaching from a large and expert faculty. And I know you will have studied hard to achieve your goals. I hope you've been able to take many opportunities to be part of the diverse and multicultural student body, which will have introduced you to people, experiences, traditions, and cultures from across the world. You are the latest in a long line of distinguished graduates from the University of Buckingham. As you look back on your time here and remember the support and encouragement you received, we hope you will act as ambassadors for your university and continue to burnish our outstanding reputation. I congratulate each and every one of you and wish you every good fortune in your chosen careers and your future life. Thank you.
Dame Mary, distinguished visitors from the town and county, distinguished honorary graduate, Professor Robert Merkin, deans and members of faculty, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, and for those observing, I would like to say Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak to those observing today. Congratulations. You and your loved ones can rightfully be proud of your achievements that have brought you here today. You have worked hard, sometimes under exceedingly difficult circumstances, and you have earned the honours, as Dame Mary says, which we bestow upon you this morning. Today you arrive as graduands of the University of Buckingham and will leave as graduates. And you are graduating in 2024, a special year for you, but also for the university. It's the 50th anniversary of the laying of our foundation stone by Lord Hailsham on, I think, the 4th of May, 1974. And you can see the foundation stone when you go down to the Vincent building for your photographs. It's just around the corner there, the foundation stone laid 50 years ago this year. The University College was to open a couple of years later in February 1976, and the speaker at that event was one Margaret Thatcher, who spoke from this very spot where I'm standing now. And I think, like her or loathe her, what an extraordinary feat she represents, I think. She was there. No one believed you could have a female leader of the Conservative Party, let alone a female leader of the opposition, and yet she stood here and proclaimed the virtues of this university, and of course then went on to become the first female prime minister this country has ever known, and the longest-serving prime minister of the 20th century. She was a trailblazer. She exemplified values, I think, that we can respect, whatever we might think of her particular views, her values of leadership, resilience, and unwavering determination. And at the University of Buckingham, we had quite a close relationship with her, culminating in when she retired from politics, she became our much-loved Chancellor, as indeed Dame Mary is to this day. So today we gather to celebrate significant milestones in the lives of you graduands from the disciplines of law and computing. Your journey through academia, I think, has been one of dedication, perseverance, and intellectual growth. In the realm of law, you have delved into the intricacies of justice, equity, and the rule of law, commercial law, criminal law, these areas that you have studied, including precedent, you've analyzed statutes, you've honed your advocacy skills. But beyond the courtroom, you will be, as future lawyers, you bear the responsibility to uphold the principles of fairness and justice, to champion the rights of the marginalized, and to defend the rule of law even in the face of adversity. And in the domain of computing, you have embraced innovation, creativity, and problem solving. What a time to be involved in computing when artificial intelligence is challenging everything we do and think. And you can grasp the transformative potential of technology to reshape industries, societies, and even the very way we behave to each other. I think you're digital pioneers. You have the opportunity to harness the power of technology for the greater good, but always cognizant of how technology can be neutral and be also used for the greater bad if we're not careful. So as you prepare to take your place in the world outside of the university, I urge you to remember some of the lessons you have learned during your time here. Cherish the friendships you have forged, the mentors who have guided you, and the experiences that have shaped you into the individuals you are today. Hold fast to the values that define our university, and those values are four. Community. We are a global community. As represented here today, we have students, scholars, alumni, professionals from, I understand, over 130 countries. We are a community. We have a value of authenticity. We are true to who we are as an independent university, wholly committed to the pursuit of free inquiry. We have the value of responsibility. We take responsibility for all our actions and our words. We speak truth to power. and excellence. We are professional, collegiate, and hardworking, and we strive for success in all we do. So community, authenticity, responsibility, and excellence, these are the values of our university and the values that you can take with you into the world. So just my final few thoughts, I'd just like to share 4 things I've learned during my time on earth, not just at this university. You're at the beginning of your careers. I'm towards the end of mine, I guess. And four things I want to pass on. One is this whole idea. First, we're not here for very long. When you are young, as you are, it seems as though life stretches out forever. But when you look back on life, as I'm doing at this moment now, it seems so short. And I recall the track Time from Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, which puts it particularly well for me. Ticking away, I'll quote from it, ticking away the moments that make up a dull day. You fritter and waste the honors in an offhand way. It goes on. And you are young, and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Don't miss the starting gun. Or more importantly, realize that very often the starting gun is one you fire. And you've got to be ready to do that and ready to respond. What are you waiting for? Second, I think it's very important to think of being happy as one of your, not goals, but certainly achievements in life. And family and friends are always so precious. John Lennon, the Beatle who was so tragically murdered when he was aged just 40, he told the story, when I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment. Now I realize they didn't understand life, he said. So really important to focus on things that will make you happy and where success is possible to every single person, especially in families and friends. Third, don't let failure get in your way. You're going to start on ventures, employment, business, relationships even, and you're going to fail. So when things go wrong, as they will, pick yourself up, dust yourself all off, start all over again, in the words of the famous song, first sung by Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. So many of the great people we recognize would all say the same thing. Winston Churchill, who knew about failure more than anyone, he said, success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. But finally, do try to change the world. When you're young especially, but I can vouch, it's not just when you're young, it's when you grow older too, it doesn't necessarily leave you this desire to change the world for the better. We have ideas, we have vision, we have the desire to do something to make the world a better place, to leave it in a better shape than we arrived in it. On this, of course, Mahatma Gandhi famously told us to first be the change that you wish to see in the world. We must reflect on who we are and what we need to change about ourselves before we attempt to change the world. But by doing so, we can change the world. So as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, I encourage you to dream big, aim high, and to never lose sight of your potential to make a difference. Remember that the future belongs to those who believe in their dreams, the beauty of their dreams, and are willing to work tirelessly to bring them to fruition. So in closing, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to the faculty, staff, and administrators who have supported you on your journey, and to the families and loved ones who have stood by you every step of the way. Thank you for your unwavering love. Thank you for your unwavering commitment and encouragement and support. And congratulations once again, graduands, about to become graduates. You're going to do great things in your lives. And I look forward to when our paths cross in your future lives to come. Thank you very much.
Chancellor. Mr. Graham Jones, University Orator, will now present Professor Robert Merkin for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduands. It's worth pointing out at the start here that I know nothing about law, or computing for that matter, because I'm a person representing here the business school. So I'm facing here a group of law graduands who are about to become lawyers. There's a bunch of legal experts here on the platform. And standing before me is one of the most eminent lawyers in his field, a KC. It's me who feels that they're in court. But having spoken with several honorary degree recipients in the past, they tell me that they're the ones who feel like they're in court, as they stand before us, all having no idea what I'm going to say about them. One of them told me it's like waiting to hear the case for the prosecution. So let me start by reassuring you, Rob, that I will be presenting the case for your defence, demonstrating to the assembled court here today that you are indeed a very worthy recipient of today's honour. Professor Rob Merkin, KC, joins us here at Buckingham with a highly impressive academic record, having spent 45 years teaching at universities in Exeter, Southampton, Cardiff, and Reading. But that's only in the UK. You only have to do what I did, because I don't know anything about lawyers, is I go to Google. So I searched his name on Google and discovered that he's also taught in Australia, New Zealand, Greece, Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, to name just a few. But all you need to do is go beyond my Google search and you'll discover a hugely significant and important person in the legal world. In the nomination for his Honorary Doctor of Laws, his proposers said this: Professor Robert Merkin is the world's most influential and prestigious professor in insurance law and dispute resolution. His work has influenced law reform in England and Wales, Australia, New Zealand, and even reshaped other jurisdictions like Singapore or Hong Kong. It's worthwhile reflecting on a couple of those words from the proposer's statement. Reforming, reshaping, show the degree to which Professor Merkin has had a profound influence around the world. Indeed, in my research about him, I found this passage. The entire insurance market recognizes him as an institution. And when we say market, we mean global market. Wherever I looked to find out what I could about Rob, I was met with glowing words of tribute, thanks and notes about his worldwide importance in insurance law. This is also reflected in the fact that he is the author of 50 books, many of which have been cited in court as being the authority on their subject. In fact, his writing has been quoted in over 200 legal cases, 30 of which were in the past year alone. Oh, and if that's not as impressive enough in my statement for his defence, I would add that 3 of those titles have won the annual prize for books on law. Having read all this information, it comes as no surprise to me, and I doubt you'll be surprised either, but Professor Merkin has held several leadership positions in the insurance law world. He was president of the British Insurance Law Association and is honorary life president of the International Association of Insurance Law. Not only that, he's advised governments around the world and is an advisor to several law firms in a number of countries between here and New Zealand. So I have to wonder, how does he fit all this in? He continues to supervise doctorate students, he travels the world lecturing and advising, plus he's been focusing a lot of his attention recently on his real love, which is legal history. That's culminated in his latest 2-volume work, Marine Insurance, A Legal History, of which he is especially proud. Apparently, according to the information that Professor Merkin sent us, he's retired. I've searched high and low, but I can't find any evidence to support that. In summing up my case for the defence, I can only say that he clearly continues to contribute a great deal to insurance law, and at Buckingham we are delighted and honoured ourselves that he will now receive his Honorary Doctorate of Laws in recognition of his outstanding and unique global contribution.
Professor Merkin will now reply to convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, graduands, family and friends. What can I say? I did lie in bed last night writing a few words, none of which are appropriate for this occasion. For some thanks, first of all. Thanks to this university for conferring this honour upon me. I'm really grateful. Thank you to the law school for apparently unanimously agreeing that I should get this award. They clearly don't know me very well. I was an external examiner here, maybe 20, 25 years ago. And I've watched the law school develop, and it's been amazing what's happened to it. There were a small number of staff, a small number of students when I was here, and it's now developed into a very niche law school, and I think the graduates of this law school should be very pleased and proud of themselves. How do I respond to that oration? I was told I had between 30 seconds and 25 minutes. And as an insurance lawyer, you don't want 25 minutes. The reason I haven't retired, apart from the fact that I can't, it's the one failure in my career, I think, that I have not been able to retire properly, is things keep happening. One of the things that people don't want to see when there's a catastrophe is me, because it means there's been an earthquake or a flood or a pandemic or something like that. And the COVID pandemic has really kept me off the streets for the last few years. I felt natural catastrophes. I felt like I should change my name to NatCat at one point. But it's been a huge learning experience learning about insurance law, because you learn not just about insurance, but about things that people do. Insurance is about people and about claims and about events. And so you learn not just about insurance policies, you learn about how the construction market works, how the marine market works. You come across the most hilarious insurance frauds. I think my favorite one was in New Zealand after the earthquakes, when a gentleman took out a policy the day after the earthquakes, which is quite clever, and then went on national TV saying the insurers had promised to pay him. I was advising the insurers as to what to do. Do we pay this guy, or do we simply take the PR hit if we refuse? And he got away with it. So insurance frauds are actually great fun. And I did hear from a loss adjuster that there's no such thing as an honest insurance claim. So there's thought for all of you. Yes, my proudest book was my history of marine insurance. And that's something that I really wanted to say to the graduates of law. I think it was Pascal who said that, I'm sorry for the length of this letter. I didn't have time to write a shorter one. And that goes for I don't listen to my own words, because that contract was for 250 pages, and it turned out to be 1,000. So I'm afraid I didn't listen to what I had to say for myself there. But thank you for this honour. Congratulations to all the graduates who are about to become graduates, and I look forward to seeing you later. Thank you very much indeed.
Chancellor, I call upon Professor Haran Salaheva, Dean of the Faculty of Computing, Law and Psychology, to present candidates for awards of the University of Buckingham in computing.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates in computing. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computing, Anu Bose, having submitted a thesis entitled Breast Lesion Detection in Ultrasound Images Using Deep Neural Networks, a clustering-based approach for false positive reduction. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics, Jihan Ghafouri, having submitted a thesis entitled Algebraic, Topological, and Geometric-Driven Convolutional Neural Networks for Ultrasound Imaging Cancer Diagnosis. For the degree of Master of Science in Applied Computing, Blessing Eguere. Supreet Kaur. Ibunulua Laval. K.A. Mudyanselage Ratnayaka. For the degree of Master of Science in Applied Data Science, Temia Damruan with distinction. Dennis Donko. Godwin Ibikwo with distinction. Grace Farayola. Abdul Ghaffar. Bhargav Kaushik. Navneet Narayanappa with distinction. Philip Obiora with distinction. Arunapatri with distinction. Samuel Peters with distinction. Pankaj Rai with distinction. Sri Lakshmi Ramesh with distinction. Rashi Samaya. For the degree of Master of Science in Applied Data Science, degree apprenticeship, Mumtaz Ansari. Martin Bell with distinction. Rohan Dodd with distinction. Asana Mahmood with distinction. Amy Mailton with distinction. Harriet Tyndall with distinction. Ryan Waters with distinction. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing, and my little brother, Avin Alvis with distinction. For the degree of Master of Science in Innovative Computing, Samuel Okweye. Gausia Sheikh. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing, Atiya Azizi with First Class Honours. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing, Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, Cade Alcindo with First Class Honours. Evans Frimpong with First Class Honours. James King with First Class Honours. Muhammad Raza with First Class Honours. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing Cybersecurity, Alia Mahmoud with First Class Honours. Ethan Nelson with First Class Honours. Gabriel Wingrove with First Class Honours. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing with Business Management, Shan Kulla with First Class Honours. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computing, Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, James Attree with First Class Honours. For the award of Graduate Diploma in Computing, Edward Kwake Marfo. Oluwasegun Olatimeju. Cornald Orgiaco. Chancellor. That concludes the presentation.
Chancellor, I call upon Professor Adolfo Paolini, Dean of Law, to present candidates for awards of the University of Buckingham in Law.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates in law. For the degree of Master of Laws in LLM International and Commercial Law, Saigam Abbas. Mohammed Abdul Latif. Emeka Akaleme. Annabel Awosika with distinction. Ruben Ayula. Isaac Beasley with distinction. Per na Naki Eburajoa Dowona. Luela Figueira. With distinction. Clara Jack. Karina Karabyosova. Ogundare Landre with distinction. Obiageli Ngweke. Favor Peters. Lashandi Danushika Rajakaruna with distinction. Comfort Uko. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws in Law, Oluwafemi Babanije. Jaipar Tap Bogan. Michaela Allen with first-class honors. Second Tom Amatry. Ebubechi Amechi with first-class honors. Victoria Ajite Smith. Sharnet Davis with first-class honors. Tessa de Klerk with first-class honors. Kobe Duodu. Himat Gil. Hannah Maria Jacob. Nahida Maya with first-class honors. Leila Munden. Vira Opoku. Nirvana Ranchot. Georgette Robertson. Arthur Robinson. Vaninder Sandhu. Stephanie Saravanaba Wanantham. Fatima Damilola Chohinde with first-class honors. Jenny Smith. Keishu Takasi. Lydia Taylor. William Trullen. Anila Samir. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws in Law and Criminology, Julia Gulyaeva with first-class honors. Zainab Hamid with first-class honors. Salome Sefa Sare with first-class honors. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws in Law with Business Management, Estienne Dutoit. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws in Law with Integrated Foundation, Natalie Ellis with first class honors. Prudence Wago. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation.
Chancellor, I invite to the dais Ronald Lehman to present the Finito Award and address convocation.
Dame Mary, Chancellor, thank you for giving me this opportunity to return to my university today. I feel the emotion, the exhilaration, and the excitement of all of you graduates. I stood here in 1986 and received my degree from Margaret Thatcher. That was a great moment for me and for all my contemporaries who studied here. This is the best university in the world. Now, when I was a schoolboy, I was the naughtiest. I got the worst reports. My parents were tearing out their hair. What the hell are they going to do with me? And my brothers are both doctors, both brilliant, and I was the eldest. So I got away with murder. But the thing is that coming to this institution, the University of Buckingham, has been the making of me. And I owe it to all of you, those who teach, those who mentor, those who inspired me to be who I am today. And I run a business called Finito, which helps young people when they leave school, college, university to find a meaningful career. And I tell you that I'm following my passion and I don't do a day's work in my life. Now, the young lady who's won this award, which I'm absolutely delighted to present Luella with, I actually had a graduate who wanted to find out about, had graduated in law and wanted to find out about what it's really like to work at a law firm. So I arranged for her to go and see the senior partner of a Magic Circle law firm. And she walked into his office, beautiful office in the City of London, and the first thing he said to her, bearing in mind this is a man who was supposed to inspire the next generation, is, "What the hell do you want to become a lawyer for?" So, Luella, I wish you every success on your journey, whether you're going to be a solicitor or barrister, whether you're in-house counsel, whether you work within a corporate, whether you go and do something else. But I say to all of you here, when you leave the University of Buckingham, don't ever forget what they did for you, what the institution did for you, the care, the mentoring, the encouragement, because you can be who you want to be. You will have moments where you have to overcome adversity, but you can, and you will succeed. And I hope you will come back here in years to come and give back to the place that gives so much. Thank you.
Chancellor, the Finito Award is awarded to the postgraduate who has, within their discipline and in the opinion of the Vice-Chancellor, shown the greatest degree of excellence. The recipient for 2024 is Luella Fulguera from the School of Law. Chancellor, the G-Volution Prize for Academic Distinction is awarded for exceptional academic performance during undergraduate studies at Buckingham. The recipient for 2024 is Tessa de Klerk from the School of Law. The Chancellor will now conclude this ceremony.
Well, as the Registrar says, this ceremony is now drawing towards its close in better weather than it started, which is great. May I be the first to congratulate all our new graduates and wish you all good fortune in the next stage of your careers. As you leave the university, you will take with you, wherever you go and throughout your life, the knowledge you have acquired here. You are equipped with the skills and knowledge to prosecute your professions, to rescue young minds from error and from ignorance. You will fly on your own wings, which is the motto of the University of Buckingham. May I also say what a particular pleasure it was for me to confer an honorary doctorate on Professor Robert Merkin in recognition of the enormous contribution he's made to the law surrounding and underpinning insurance, reinsurance, and arbitration, which is the vital framework for so many aspects of our commercial life. Now, graduands, you have rightly been applauded, but sitting on the platform are those who have brought you to this momentous day, and sitting here are friends and family who have also supported you. So why don't you give them a little round of applause? Thank you. This ceremony is now concluded.
Please be upstanding.